Hi, welcome to the live stream. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will be giving messages based on who's listening and who will listen afterwards, and also talk briefly about the week ahead as well. Yeah, and just before we start, I just wanted to mention that I do have one-to-one sessions on the Archangel Raphael site, also 5-minute transmissions, and also, we've still got the links on the description for charities in Gaza. So people in Gaza are still very much suffering of starvation, many, many things. If anyone wanted to donate, I've got 3 links on the description. But of course, many other places that help Gaza that you can donate to as well. Yes, I just want to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. Hmm. Hmm. I would like you to know that what I am actually seeing is that there are many things at the moment going on in the world which are very much about clearing energies away, which have been there for a long time, which have not been moved. So, what I will say generally is that there will always be a lot of chaos that is in the world when these energies are moving. I will go as far as to say that a lot of the energy at the moment that is expressed is very old energy that has been there for a long time. So it is not necessarily new energy which is forming, but just very old energy that has formed over many lifetimes. And this is what is being at the moment expressed. I will go as far as to say that when you go very deep inside, you will get a sense that the type of energy which is being expressed is long out of date, that it has already, in one way or another, been dismantled in many people's lives. So it will be like you are looking at the world and seeing what is happening and having a sense that somehow it is not quite right. It is not really how people are nowadays. Something has already changed, and that is because these energies are really coming from a long way back. And because of this, it is not really about in any way trying to make things happen in any particular way. It is about allowing these energies to naturally dismantle themselves. And what I mean by this is that as you go deeper within, you will get a sense that these energies do not belong here on earth, that they are no longer in any way resonating with the earth. And they will automatically be dismantled. They will automatically be, in some way or another, transmuted. So it is not about even trying to make this happen. It is more about being part of the process, playing your part, doing what you are guided to, but knowing that it is happening. And when you have this perspective within, it is that you are automatically recognizing that what is going on is something that is absolutely going to happen. It is something that is unstoppable. It is a type of energy that it has its own type of momentum that you are not able to interfere with, only support, or perhaps do nothing, whatever you are guided to do. The reason I'm starting with this message is because I would like you to know that each and every one of you here has something that you are able to offer life. But when you are playing your part, it is not about being in the mindset that you are the ones who are actually changing the world. You are playing your part, but the world changes automatically. It is almost like there is something that changes the world, that is far beyond you, that is far bigger. It is something that actually has been put in motion a long time before you even came into this physical incarnation, the particular incarnation you have now. It is something that has been worked on for many a life, actually, by many people. So I would like you to know this, that you are playing your part, but the part that you have to play has not been in any way decided by you yourself, that this thing will happen in the world and it will happen through you. It is more that this thing that will happen in the world has already, in one way or another, started happening. And then you are jumping into that particular stream, playing your part. I hope I am making sense. And this message is given to those of you who feel very involved with what is going on in the world. It is a reminder that these things really do have their own momentum. They really do. These larger energies, that when it comes to your personal life, of course, you are the ones deciding what you want, what will happen next. But when it comes to very large energies in the world, it is more you play your part, and it is something much larger, something that simply cannot be decided by you alone. So that is the best message I can give. The second message I have is far more interesting, actually, and it is very much that when you are living a life that is very much about oneness and being in the light, it is always going to feel like there is something to correct. There is always going to be something which is out of alignment, that is not in the flow. And what I will say is that the more you aspire to have a life that is full of light of and oneness and all the things oneness is about, the more you will have to go within, the more there will be to correct. And for this reason, you may have a sense that it is never ending, that you always have a constant list of things to correct. And that is because there is going to always be some discrepancy between you and the light of oneness. There will always be something that needs adjustment, something that needs reviewing. And for this reason, you will never feel complete. It will always feel to you like there is something more to do. And for that reason, I want you to become comfortable with this, to know it is part of the journey. It is not about really needing to be in a state of perfection in yourself, in your life. It is much more about staying focused on what needs doing next, staying on the journey, getting to a point where you actually enjoy it rather than look forward to the destination. And what I will also say about this is that nobody is ever going to feel that everything is absolutely as they would like it to be. It will always be a case of needing to keep going within, changing something. It is always going to be like this. And that is because ultimately life is about going deeper into the light of oneness. It is about evolution, growth, and change. And it is also about letting go of false ideas that actually there is such a point where you are going to feel that everything is absolutely as you would like it to be. Because it is more about coming to terms with that, coming to terms with life as it is, that life itself is change. Life itself is a constant flow of energy, a movement. It is about becoming comfortable with movement and change. It is about finding stillness within that. So, whatever changes come your way, you feel comfortable with your internal state of being, where you can find a point of stillness within all that is flowing through you, all that is happening around you. And when you arrive at this place of stillness, you are able to more fully go into the light of oneness, to really feel it inside your being on a level that is much deeper, to have an experience of what it is to be in this point of absolute stillness, a point where nothing changes at all, and yet a point that is very much about change itself, that is about allowing life to be whatever it is meant to be in each and every moment. And this type of energy is actually very much the light that you are looking for within. It is a place that you touch upon occasionally, but it is not a place that most people are living in. Most people are wanting to be there. They are looking for this place. They are looking for experiences that give them this sense of being there. They are looking for experiences on the outside that give them a sense of this type of energy. I hope I am making sense, but ultimately it is about finding it within. It is about going deeper and deeper and arriving there. And I will even say that when you are there, you will notice that actually life feels a lot easier, that you will have a sense of what needs to happen next. You will have a sense of what you are doing here on earth. It will give you a lot. And this is what I would like to remind you, that ultimately, as you go deeper into your healing journey, you are looking to return to this place of absolute stillness within. And what I will also say is that whilst you have layers of energy in you which have not been fully dealt with, unprocessed pain, a lot of trauma, it is very difficult to be in this place consistently. It takes a lot. So it is important to resolve trauma, to clear away the pain body, because it means that you then naturally arrive at this point without effort, that you are able to be there consistently. It is almost like as you clear away the layers of pain, then what remains is what is absolute, the absolute, what has always been there. That is what I would like to remind you. I also would like you to know that when you are looking for stillness within, it is really important to remember that it is not about trying to be there. It is much more about allowing. It is about allowing what already is there to emerge. It is about going deeper. It is about actually going into an energy that is much more about the feminine, that is much more receptive, that is much more about allowing, letting go, deepening. And those of you who are used to doing a lot on the earth plane, being very active, can find it challenging to be there. It can feel to you like you are doing the opposite to what you should be doing. There can be a lot of conditioning around this. So I would like you to know that it is really good to get into the practice of letting go, really deepening your connection to the light within, but also going into energy that is much softer, that is much less about doing and much more about being. And through this, you are able to allow in much more light automatically. You automatically receive much more from your environment, a lot more positive energy. You automatically start to feel more supported. That is once you have cleared away layers which perhaps have drawn in negative energies. But once these layers are cleared, as you soften, you receive a lot more from life. And as you receive more, it allows you to soften even more. and in so doing, receive more. So, this is the best message I can give you, that it is a time to soften, to go deeper, to let go, to perhaps even let go of practices you have been doing which have been harsher on your body, on your being, and go into softer practices. I will say that the New Age is very much about an energy that is softer, much more feminine, much more about flow, much less about structure, much less about pushing yourself beyond limits, much less about really trying hard, and much more about allowing, being, giving yourselves time and space, giving yourselves as much as you need in order to feel really well inside. I have one more thing to say, and that is each and every one of you here is part of the cosmic collective. And what I mean by this is that each one of you here has a part to play in life, in raising the energy of life generally. And because of this, it is not about in any way going into states where you are trying to replicate what has already been. You don't have to copy anyone else or what anyone else is doing. It is not about trying to be like someone else, or it is not even about following old ways of being, old ways of doing things. That each one of you here, you have your own type of energy that you have to bring to the world. And each of these energies is really unique. It is very different to each other. So when you are going within, you may find yourself actually attuning to a type of energy that feels unusual, like you wonder if it is really how you are meant to be. And what I will say is embrace your uniqueness, because when you are here to raise the consciousness of the planet, raise the energy you will have within you will be unique. It will be yours personally. It will be your own type of energy, your own expression of the light. I have no more to say. The week ahead will generally be a good one, but I do see within that there may be things that need to be processed, dealt with. That is all. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening. And yeah, so wishing you all a good week ahead, and much love to all of you.